Good morning, students. Let us have continuation of class on sequence. Okay. Here is an important theorem. For this theorem, different types of questions they may ask. Say, first question: prove that every convergent sequence is bounded and converse is not true. Okay. So this is one question, and there are two questions I have written here. Say, prove or disprove every bounded sequence is convergent. That is also same question. Or in monotonic sequence related, another question they may ask. Proof is this only. Okay, see here. A monotonic sequence is convergent if it is bounded. Prove that a monotonic sequence is convergent if it is bounded. Suppose this question is asked in your examination. So what we have to do? We have to give the same proof as in the above, but while considering the sequence, first you have to write these two lines. Let Xn be the monotonic and convergent sequence. Okay. First you consider this statement and you have to give the proof related to that. Okay. So first you discuss this theorem. Statement is prove that every convergent sequence is bounded. If converse part is asked, so that is related to 5 marks. Only this statement is asked, that is for 2 marks. Okay. So already given the definitions of convergent and bounded sequence. Convergent means it should tends to only a finite quantity. Bounded means it should have both lower limit and upper limit. Every convergent sequence is a bounded sequence, but its converse is not true. Okay. First you have to consider let Xn be a sequence, let it converges to L. For f1 is equals to 1, there exists a positive integer m such that according to definition of limit, modulus of xn minus L is less than 1 for every n is greater than or equals to m. If you write this equation according to definition of limit, this can be written as L minus 1 is less than xn, which is less than L plus 1. This is lower bound and this is upper bound. Okay. For every n is greater than or equals to m. According to definition of limit, so we have written this xn minus L is less than 1. This can be written as, so this is lower limit L minus 1 is less than this nth term which is less than L plus 1. Here for this lower limit, so we have to consider k is equals to minimum value from x1 to L minus 1. So we are considering the series x1 to L minus 1. For the maximum series k equals to maximum value x1 to L plus 1. Okay, so this is the minimum limit and this is maximum value. If we have a minimum and maximum value, then we may say that the sequence is a bounded sequence. Here k is less than or equals to that xn, which is less than or equals to maximum value. So if the sequence have lower bound and upper bound, clearly we have said that that sequence is a bounded sequence. Here sequence is a bounded sequence. Every convergent sequence is a bounded sequence. So here we are consider xn is a convergent sequence, let it be converges to L. So we have proved that that is a bounded sequence because it should have both lower bound and upper bound. In the converse part, what we have to do? We have to consider it as a bounded sequence. Then we may say that it may or may not be necessarily true for convergence. Okay. Consider that for converse part, a bounded sequence is not necessarily convergent. A bounded sequence means it should have both lower limit and upper limit. For convergent, only it tends to a finite quantity, only one limit value. So a bounded sequence is not necessarily convergent. That only you have to explain by considering one example. Considering the sequence xn in such a way that we are considering the sequence value minus 1 raised to n. If you consider n belongs to natural number, if you put 1, so it becomes minus 1. If it becomes 2, it becomes plus 1. If it becomes 3, again minus 1. If it becomes 4, it becomes plus 1. So it fluctuates in between plus 1 and minus 1. It have two values. So what it implies, minus 1 is that nth term, so it's plus 1 for every n belongs to natural number. Therefore, if it has a lower bound and upper bound, clearly it implies that it is a bounded sequence. Even though it is a bounded sequence, but it fluctuates in between the finite values +1 and -1. It have both lower limit and upper limit. So clearly it is not a convergent sequence. It is finitely oscillatory series. It is finitely oscillatory series. Hence it is not a convergent. So we have considered it is a bounded sequence, but it is not necessarily convergent because it fluctuates in between the two +1 and -1 values. Okay, so it is not convergent. So this is the proof. This is another question. That same question may ask prove or disprove. That is converse part. Also you have to prove that about every bounded sequence is convergent. The same proof you have to refer. For this, suppose this question is asked a monotonic sequence is convergent if it is bounded. So what you have to do, instead of considering xn be a sequence converges to L, so you have to consider that sequence xn is monotonic and convergence. If it is convergent, then the convergent sequence is a bounded sequence. Already proof is given. Okay, so 3 different types they may ask. Okay, so it's an important question.